Dr. Miles Monroe once said, "When the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable." That thing could be anything: a gift, a career, a relationship. But most tragically, that thing could be a life. Your life. We live in a world that fights against child abuse, drug abuse, sexual abuse, environmental abuse, and whatnot. But rarely do we confront life abuse. Yes, life abuse. When the purpose of a life is not known, abuse is not just possible, it's guaranteed. Living without direction, drifting, settling, dimming, wasting away. So let me ask, have you been abusing your life? Are you just existing without clarity, without a plan, without a goal, without purpose? It's time to break free, because you're never too young to live with intention, and you're never too old to make a right turn. This is GLOMI, one glowing milestone, a sacred space to discover, realign, and amplify purpose. Welcome.
All right. Most people mix up words like purpose, vision, assignment, calling, gifting, and legacy. They throw them around as if they mean the same thing. And in the process, they end up misleading others and even themselves. But today, I want to simplify these big words for you. I'll break them down one by one, show you how they connect, and give you real life examples so you can actually understand them and apply them to your own journey. By the end of this episode, you won't just know the difference. You see how each of these concepts flows into the other and how they shape the way you live and the impacts you leave behind. All right, let's go. Now, the first one is purpose. The first one we are looking at is purpose. What is purpose? Purpose is what God created you for. It is the reason your life has meaning. It is what God had in mind when He fashioned you. Okay? It is what God had in mind when He created you. Now, to even make this simpler for you, I'm going to break purpose into three W's. These three W's sum up the word purpose and will help you always remember what it means to live purposefully. The first W is worship. Now, God created you to please Him. He created you to do His will. He created you to do what He wants. So if you are getting another definition of purpose that does not involve this, then you are doing something else, something entirely different. We are here to do the will of God. And when you talk about will, when you mention will, you're talking about somebody's desire, what they want. I can say now that my will is to eat five small chops, and then I call somebody, help me get this small chops. Do you understand? That is my will. That is my desire for that moment. Do you understand? Now, worship is beyond the song of praises you sing in church. It is how your life is making God feel. And I'm going to explain it. Okay, I'm going to explain it now. Imagine you have a worker that is always praising you with their lips, like, ah, boss, I worship you. Boss, I praise you. Oh, boss, I love you too much. But they neglect what you employed them for. It's not old water, right? But when they are doing what is expected of them diligently, you see them, you are happy, you are honored, and you are pleased. And that is how it is. Do you get? So it's more like I have two employees now. The first one, Whenever he sees me, he's always saying things like, oh, Bim Bim, I too love you. I love you, die. Oh, I am here for you. Anything you want. But I employed him to do something. He's not doing it at all. This is what we call words of mouth. You're just praising with your mouth, but you're not doing anything. And then the other employee does not have time to come and be fancying me every time. He's always doing his work. Anytime I turn to my right, anytime I turn to my right, I see that yes, maybe he's cutting the flowers. I turn again, he's cleaning the office. I turn somewhere else, he's doing what is expected of him. When I see him, I'll say, yes, this is what I employed you for. And they'll say things like, my mind will be sweeting me because yes, you are doing what I employed you for. Do you understand? So that is what we call worship. How your life is making God feel. And that is one of the reasons God created you. Now let's move to the next one. The next one is work. The next W is work. God created you to partner with Him. God created you to partner with Him. You are here to co-create with God. And as you take action, you begin to get specific instructions based on your availability and relationship, right? So remember that I told you that God created the world, but He has not stopped creation. And that is why you are here to manifest His desires. I said specific instructions because we are not all in the same place. And there is still something God wants to do. So you are in that environment, you are in that state, you are in that family, you are in that group chat for a reason, and you are expected to partner with God to co-create with Him for the betterment and advancement of that place. Do you see it now? Because God is not lazy. He's always working, he's always evolving, he's always doing something. Do you get that? There's always something that he wants to do. There's something he wants to add. There's something he wants to remove. There's something he wants to improve. And as the master planner, he knew this already. And that's why he created you. So nothing will limit him. So once he's thinking about it, that, oh, I want to do something, then immediately he looks for somebody that is available. This is what I'm thinking in my heart right now. I need you to get this done for me. This is why God created us. It is not for your personal work. Oh, I want to be the best employee. I want to be this. No, that is not your purpose. You are here to worship Him by pleasing Him, by doing what He wants. You are here to work. You are here to partner with Him. You are here to co-create with Him. Do you understand it now? And then what happens when you work with Him? What happens when you partner with Him? When you co-create with Him? You will prosper in Him. And that's the second one. The third W rather is wealth, to prosper in Him. You are yet to prosper in Him. And when you walk by manifesting His desires, you prosper. So it is wrong to be looking for prosperity when you are not pleasing God. It is wrong to be looking for prosperity when you are not working, you are not partnering with Him. They ask you, what are you doing? You say, I don't know. I'm not doing anything. And you want prosperity. Jagudaole. Do you see it now? Because how? This is the principle. When you please me, I created you. I employed you. Now I'm using physical this thing now. I employed you. Come and work for me. Let's work together in this company to get these results. You did not do any of the two. You now come at the end of the month. Bim Bim, I'm hungry. Oh. You did not work, you did not do anything. You're looking for prosperity. How? Do you see it now? Good. So once you please Him, once you're in partnership with Him, you will prosper in Him. Purpose is the why of your existence. Purpose is the why of your existence. This is why you were created. This is why God brought you to this earth. So you cannot be saying, I'm useless. There's nothing that I'm doing. My life is empty. God saw you and He said, yes, you are fit for this work that I want to do. Let me create you. It's not a waster that will just waste his resources. And now when you now come, you are expected to do those things. You're expected to please him, you're expected to co-create with him, and you are expected to prosper in him. Now, some people say that vision is what you see in your sleep after long hours of prayers, like maybe when you go for 100 hours of praying in tongues, 100 hours of prayer. So when you sleep, you'll be expecting angel in your dream, you'll be expecting one being with sword and all of those things. And that's what they call vision. But is that the only thing? Is that what vision truly means? I would say that vision is what you capture in your heart about the reason God created you. I repeat that. Vision is what you capture in your heart about the reason God created you. Your vision is the measure of what you can see concerning who you are and what has been spoken over you. So you are something, and something has been spoken over you. So your vision is what you can see about those things. Do you get it now? So if purpose is the universal set, your vision is the subset. Your vision is not everything. It is just what you can see and catch. Now, for the purpose of this teaching, I'm going to use Bim Bim as example to explain each of these concepts for better understanding. Do you understand? So now again, vision is the picture you see in your heart. Now that Bim Bim knows that she's here to please God and she's here to be in partnership with him, she knows she's in an environment for a reason. Remember I said that what you need to do is around you and you have all the hints that you need. She noticed how parenting is done and how children are badly behaved. And because she's here to reveal God, she starts asking important questions like, who got it wrong? What should be done that was not done? What can I do? Then she sees a generation of young people who are equipped with wisdom before they start families, breaking cycles of ignorance and pain. Then her vision becomes, if God were yet to raise children today, how would he do it? Then she captures that picture of heaven parenting style and commits to replicating it here on earth. Do you understand? Now, vision is not necessarily what you see in your sleep, but the understanding of your purpose. I don't know if you are familiar with this quote or word by Martin Luther King, where he said, I have a dream. I have a dream that people would no longer be judged by their skin color again, but by their character. So that dream is also vision, what you want to see happen here on earth through your partnership with God. So now that picture in Bim Bim's heart is a vision. She can also say, I have a dream that people will parent God's way and raise godly seeds or godly children. Vision is the picture you see in your heart. So it is not until you sleep and you wake up or you stay for 10 hours prayer expecting God show me something, God show me something. It is that thing that you want to do with the understanding of your purpose. So when we have, in the beginning of the year, they tell people, I don't know if you did it, but I have my own. They'll tell you, create your vision board. That vision board is the pictorial representation of the things that you want to achieve that year, right? And that's how vision is. It's like the different pictures of the things that you want to do through partnership with God. So it is not until you sleep before you see it. Now let's quickly move to the next one, which is assignments. Assignment. Assignment is the mandate you receive because of the vision in your heart. Assignment is the mandate you receive because of the vision in your heart. It is your own distribution of work to be done to fix humanity's challenges and create an impact in the world. Again, I said it before that we are not in the same place. I cannot receive assignments for Rachel's environment. I am not there. I have something in front of me. There is work for me to be done in my environment. So I will have my own assignments because there are other people. All of us, we are created for the same purpose. In this my area now, Iba, we can be like 100 people that have understanding of this purpose, right? To do what God wants. There are plenty things God wants to do in this environment. So my assignment is my own distribution of work to be done. It's like when you go to a building site now, they'll tell these people your own is to be mixing cement, your own is to be carrying blocks, your own is to carry plank, take it upstairs, your own is to hold ladder. I'm in front of cement. I cannot be seeing ladder. Do you understand? So your assignment is your own distribution of work to be done. And that is why assignments may change or evolve over time. Assignments may change or evolve over time. So I used to state that if I am not in Nigeria here, I will not be passionate about parenting. If I'm in a working system, I will not be passionate about parenting. But it is because I'm here, I'm seeing this thing, and I'm saying these things cannot happen. This thing cannot be bad. These things cannot be bad like this if God was here on earth. And because I am here, He created me in His own image. It is my assignment, it is my purpose to change the narrative of this thing. That becomes my assignment. Do you see it now? So, assignments are specific projects, expressions, and executions given to you so the vision you caught can manifest in time. There are specific projects, there are expressions, there are executions given to you so the vision that you caught in your heart can manifest in time. So, assignment is born of vision, it is what you do because of what you saw. So you cannot just have that picture in your heart and you will just sit down and say, okay, children are behaving badly. Somebody will come and change it. Or let's hope that it will change. My assignment will not be what can I do to change it. Now that I've seen the root cause, now that I've known I've known the solution, what can I do with my hands, with what I have to change this thing? Do you understand it now? So what did Bim Bim do concerning the picture in her heart? She began practical tasks and projects. Because she does not know everything, she started chasing knowledge. And from chasing knowledge, you cannot always be consuming. There will be a time for you to produce, to give out what you have been learning, so there can be room for more, right? So as she was chasing knowledge, she started hosting webinars because now she has enough to give out. Now, these webinars is a part of the picture to complete the vision. Do you understand? So she started hosting webinars like Teach Don't Shield, Afawafa, and the rest. She started writing books like The Surface and others to come. So there are assignments flowing from the vision God gave her or the vision that she saw. They may change, but each one is a step toward making the vision visible. So now, if we have a puzzle here, we need different picture to complete the board or the picture. So those different pictures are the assignments. So if I have a vision board now, and the picture in my heart is how parenting is done in heaven. The first picture on my board will be equip people with wisdom, or will be to chase knowledge. That's the first picture. That one I've done it, check. The next one, give out this wisdom, equip people with it. That's number 2. Do you see how assignments work now? So it is not permanent, it changes over time. And assignments are practical tasks bettered from the vision. So you're not just to have that vision and keep it. You have to do something about it, and that is what we call assignments, the practical tasks bettered from the vision, right? So now let's move to the next one, which is calling. This one is, how do I put it now? I'm looking for a word to use. I'll get it when the time comes. But let's move. Calling is the sum total of the life choices, directions, sacrifices, and actions you take because of your purpose, vision, and assignment. I'm going to repeat myself. Calling is the sum total of the life choices, number 1, directions, sacrifices, and actions you take because of your purpose, vision, and assignment. The sum total of everything. So, excuse me, it is the private demand over your life because of what you have been created to do. Calling is the private demand over your life because of what you have been created to do. Calling is the sum total of the life choices, directions, sacrifices, and actions you take because of your purpose, vision, and assignments. Now let's talk about calling. Calling is the sum total of the life choices, directions, sacrifices, and actions you take because of your purpose, vision, and assignments. It is the sum total of the life choices, directions, sacrifices, and actions you take because of your purpose, vision, and assignments. It is the private demand over your life because of what you have been created to do. I call it the lifestyle demand over me and over you. The lifestyle demand over me and over you. Your calling will impact on where you would live, who you would meet, what you would do, and so on. Take, for instance, Bim Bim now. She knows that she's in the parenting field for now. So because of what she's called to do, or because of her purpose now, she will have to start connecting with people in that same field to get resources, to get knowledge. Do you understand? So this is not even the time where she'll start arguing with her friends, or people come and people from her secondary school start saying, oh, you're not rolling with us again, you are proud, you are this, you are that. It's part of it. This is what they call calling, the sacrifices that you have to make because of where you are going to. Do you see that now? So now that she knows that, oh, I think I'm now involved in families because I want parenting to be done this way, she cannot be found among people tearing families down. She cannot be found among people encouraging bad relationships. Do you understand? So even if these things are very, very interesting, very fun to do, because of where she is going to, she cannot do them. Because she is called to this work, she cannot live casually. Others may, but she cannot. You see the sacrifices now. Not because those things are sinful, oh, but because where she's going to, she does not need those things now. So she will have to leave them behind. She must study deeply about children, human culture, scripture, and every other thing that she needs to succeed, to bring this vision to life. She must discipline her lifestyle. She may turn down certain opportunities or relationship that does not align. I remember a time where I had to cut down on some relationships. I cried for months. But because I know the reason for doing those things, right? I was just consoling myself that you don't need these people for where you're going to. So calm down. You will miss their gist, their company, and all of that. But you don't need them. Because there are some people now that you will not see the effect of their lifestyle in your life now. It is later. When the spotlight is on you, they will now become those small, small spots that people will be seeing that how do you say you are doing this work and your friend is doing this kind of thing outside, and you will not have any excuse to save yourself that moment. So because you know your purpose, you know your assignment, you know your vision now, you'll be able to cut down on these things. Even before you start growing with them, before you even accept it, you will say no to them. I also remember when I was serving too. When other people will leave work and go back home to go and rest, I'll have to start walking around the village. Okay, I have to talk to this woman. The way she's treating her child, I don't like it. Or a student will report to me in school that Oga, you see what my mommy did, Kiniko and the rest. Sorry, I have to follow them to their house. Let me talk to your mommy. Some people said it's over Sabi. Let me tell you, the things that I was doing that time, there was no result to show for it. But now there is results. Do you understand? Because I know where I'm going to. So when others are sleeping, they are having fun and the rest, me, I'm working under the sun, teaching people. Do you see it now? I'll just give one example, but I don't think you need it. But let's continue. So she may turn down certain opportunities and relationships that don't align. Oh, I remember when I was serving too, and there was opportunity for me to go and stay somewhere. I told one of the soldiers told me, "Oh, there is space for you in this place. You don't have to work. You don't have to stress yourself. You don't have to stress yourself. You don't have to stress yourself and the rest." Me, I came from Lagos to this state to come and work, to come and recover 5 years. You're not telling me I don't have to work. I say no, that I know where I'm going to. God sent me to school. The man says school is stressful. I'm helping you to ease your. I say I don't want the is it ease now? I'll call it. I don't want the comfort. I rested in Lagos for 5 years. I'm here to work. I am going to school. It was like, why are you so stubborn? I said, leave it. Do you see it? So while others were looking for beautiful opportunities to go and rest, so just so they will not do any work, me, I was looking for opportunities in village just so I can have connections with these old people, these children and rest. Do you see it now? So let's continue. I'll still hold the other one. I may tell you later, Sha. But let's go. So now, a calling requires her to be an example, to live the message, not just teach it. And that's a lot of work. And if she wants to reach a height, she must travel likely. A lot of sacrifices that you have to give because of where you are going to. They are under callings. Do you see it now? They are under callings. So calling is the weight, the sacrifices and choices required because of your purpose, vision, and assignments. Yes. The next one is gifting. Gifting. Some people limit this one to only spiritual gifts, like, oh, what gift do you have? I can speak in tongues. I can see vision. I know what you are wearing right now. I know the color of your singlet. I know what you ate this morning. That's not all there is. Do you understand? Gifting is the unique endowment empowerment, and enablement given to you either innately or through progressive acquisition, so you can effectively deliver on your purpose and vision. Let me say that again. Gifting is the unique endowments, empowerment, and enablement given to you either innately or through progressive acquisition, so you can effectively deliver on your purpose and vision. Who sends people on assignments without giving them tools to get the job done? Might be your physical boss, but not God, not your Father in heaven, and not your creator that has called you to co-create with him. And that's why you cannot keep saying, I don't know what to do. I'm clueless. What am I here on earth for? Nigga, you have all the hints that you need in this world. I can carry you now and show you from the things that you do, from the things that you say, from your voice, from everything that you do. I can show you your assignments. Maybe that's my own magic, Sha. Okay. So imagine giving somebody baking instruments and they are still asking you what to do with it, as if it is not obvious. Oh yeah, use it to give lion injection now. Use that spatula that you're using to, or that thing that you're using to mix egg. Use it to go and give leopard injection. Do you get it now? Do you see how annoying that thing is? God really have patience. Do you get? So when people tell you that you are unique, they're not trying to make you feel better. They are saying the truth, like the honest truth. If you have stayed with all these Christian mothers, if they want to tell you that something is the truth, they'll tell you, I am telling you the gospel truth. So that is the gospel truth that I'm telling you now. When somebody says you are unique, they're not trying to rub your head, they're not trying to sound cliche. It is the truth. Do you see it now? I also don't get it when people try so hard to be like someone else when they don't have the same assignments in the first place. You don't have the same assignments. So why do you want to have the same tool that person is using? Imagine a carpenter or a mechanic fighting a baker for their tool, or they give you bends to repair, and it is greater sweet whisker that you want to use to open engine. So make sense. Eh? Do you see it now? So when next you see somebody whisk, when next you see somebody and you're trying to cooperate, like, oh my God, I love how she speaks and the rest, ask yourself, that is that person's weapon. Why do I want to use it? We don't have the same assignments. We are not in the same place. So why do you want it? Olojuko korokoni eni. That's what you are doing in real time. Sometimes when we visualize these things that we are doing, we see that we are doing rubbish. You see that we are just looking for trouble. We already have what we need. We are still, do you see it now? And can we say that it is lack of understanding of purpose that is causing all this? But I'm happy that you're here now and you will stop the comparison if you are part of those people. And I think this is the best time to look inwards at those things you want to badly get rid of and ask, what assignment is this thing for? What have I been sleeping on? I'm going to use myself as an example again. There was a time that I tried so hard to make sure that I sounded thick. Like I wanted to sound like DDK and the rest. You know, when they say something like it will go beam beam. Not what they are saying, no. Like thickness of their voice, deep voice. I wanted to sound like that. I was sure doing rubbish. So one of my friends that knew me, I think I was about, he knew me from Facebook then when I was 13 years old. So we lost contact and we came back in what's it called now? Let's say 2 years after. And he asked me to send him voice note that, oh, I've missed your voice. So Nimoba send voice notes. This boy did not even cover his mouth. See why you sound like lion? I don't know if lion has sound. But the way he said it, the thing broke my heart. He just said, why you sounding like lion? I say, why? Don't you like it? That time I'll see myself get error. The thing touched me. I said, don't you like it? He said, I know how you were sounding before. Return back to your voice. This thing that you're doing is nonsense. And at that moment, I told myself, Bim Bim, we are going to be ourselves. We are going to embrace this voice. And then God was also teaching me then that it is not about, I've said this in countless time, it is not about the weight of your voice, but the depth from which you are speaking from. And I said, okay, instead of trying so hard to be like somebody else, I will invest in wisdom. So even if I sound like baby, they will listen to me because I have what they need. Do you understand it now? And also when I started talking to teenagers too, I noticed that they were attracted to me because of my voice. I mean, when you are dealing with teenagers, they always want you to come down to their level, not you coming to condemn them. They want somebody that sees them, that understands them, that, oh, you have once been in my shoe. And then whenever I talk to them, like, oh, how are you doing? I speak their language, like all those slangs and the rest. And they, like, I was connecting with them and they always wanted to come to me. And then I knew that, okay, this voice here is for this assignment. Because if I had gone to them, like, hey, why are you doing like that? Are you stupid? Or like from the voice, they will not even come to me at all. Like, what's going on here? Do you want to beat us? But anytime they come, and I mean, I just have to. I'll just say something. They're like, oh, let me just stay. I'm like, oh, okay, this is why this voice is here. I'm not changing it. This is my own weapon. This is my own tool to get my work done. Do you see it now? But the problem is you don't want to pay attention. You just want to compare. You're always looking at everything and everyone except yourself. So today and now, stop comparing your weapons. Look inwards and make use of that gold you have in your hands, right? If you cannot see what you have, how will you use it? How will you improve on it? And how will you acquire more? Remember that I said that giftings are those endowments, empowerment, and enablement given to you either innately or through progressive acquisition so you can effectively deliver on your purpose and vision. Do you understand? So your personality, your strength, your natural excellence, they're not for decoration. They are part of your toolkit to get the job done. So those things that you're looking at in yourself that you're like, I don't like this thing. It is for a particular assignment. That is your gift. That is the tool that your creator, your master gave you to get your own job done. So instead of looking for, oh, what is my purpose? That thing that you have, look for yeah, look for what you can use it to do. Do you understand? So gifts are the tools God gave you to get the job done. Don't ever forget. Don't ever forget. Because of this work that I'm doing now, I'm speaking on progressive acquisition now, because along the line you have to acquire some, you have to get some intentionally. I am not accommodating before. I am not. I don't like people in my space. I don't like people. You see that people that I put in my profile is because of my work that I put it there. It's that people, purpose, and parenting. I have to put that people there so that I can be helping myself every day. That mama, you have to work on this part of yourself that don't like people, because this your assignments will require you to meet people. Do you see it now? So one thing that I've been learning is how to accommodate people, because the teenagers I'm working with, their parents cannot shout at them at home, and then they are coming to me and I'm pushing them away too. Somebody has to embrace them. Do you understand it? And this thing of title that people will come and say, oh, Mama Beam, oh, Mommy Beam, they irritates me before. But now, because of my work, I mean, some people are not saying, they're not calling me that because of because other people are calling me. They are saying it because that's who they see in me. They see a safe space in me. So when they're not coming to me now and I'm saying, please don't call me that, I'm pushing them away. Do you see it now? Do you see it now? So because I understand my purpose, I understand my assignment, I have to start learning this thing. I have to intentionally, because it is not easy. As I said, your gifts are the tools God gave you to get the job done. So when somebody talk about gifts, I don't want you to see it as one spiritual thing that you can take only when you go to your sleep. See it as your weapons, your armor, your axe, your broom, the tools that you need to get the job done. Do you understand? Do you see it now? I remember when I was complaining that the first webinar that I did, I was just laughing too much there. And I was like, the next one, Mama Lejupa, I will struck by face, I will not laugh too much. And then I had people in my DM telling me that, oh, I joined because we were laughing too much. I'm like, what kind of excuse is this? What kind of review is this one? I mean, I'm beating myself up here that I was not even serious. I was just laughing anyhow. I could not even listen to the recording very, very well like that because I was just laughing. I was tired. That what kind of nonsense is this? At least it's my first time. Look at the first impression that I'm giving to people that I was just laughing anyhow. And then I thought about it again. I'm teaching a very, very important subject, parenting, and I'm teaching it to teenagers that normally they don't even need to hear it at all. Like it is not their business. Some people believe that it is when they are married, maybe when they are in their 30s. But I'm teaching people that are 16 years old, 17 years old. I have to make it fun for them. So as you are laughing, be getting the knowledge. Do you see it? So I saw it again that okay, I think this one is on that tool. Oh. So I have to embrace it. Do you get it now? So before I accepted it, Tisiatu was saying, accept it. There was one language that I used, I cannot remember, Sha. But let's thank God for him in my life. Because I already said it that the next webinar, I will squeeze my face. But it was like, are you thinking again? Are you beating yourself again? I was like, I think this is a tool. I'm going to embrace it. That's like my axe or my rake to rake people so that as they're laughing, they're getting the understanding. And somebody told me one time too that she wanted to make mistake one time and she just remembered how I laughed and said something and then she remembered. I was like, okay. I'm going to embrace this my tool. Do you understand it? So those things that you're always saying, I want to get rid of this thing. Don't get rid of it. They are your special tools to get your work done. Do you see it now? So now, like the example that I gave earlier, Bim Bim has the ability to teach with clarity, connect deeply, write in a reflective style, and discern patterns in parenting and life generally. And sometimes she's always asking, what's my business with all these things that I'm saying? Why am I seeing all these things? They're not my business, kokomi, and all of those things. Do you understand? But then she later understood that, okay, I think these are my gifts. They are my divine toolkits to fulfill assignments and express vision. So she's not seeing those patterns so that she can only be overwhelmed, but to act on it immediately. Do you see? If she cannot discern pattern, how then will she be able to break cycles? How will she even be able to first highlight them and see that, okay, this is the kokorotonje for this is the problem here. Then, okay, now let's break it. And then let's raise all people and parents that parents from wisdom, not wounds. Do you see it now? Do you understand? Right. So these gifts are not just for her to brag and say, oh, I can give me this thing now. I can trace the pattern down to the fifth generation. This is not for her to brag. This is for her to act on it to get the job done. Do you see that? Now, the last one is legacy. The last one is legacy. Legacy. Somebody say legacy. Now, legacy is what can happen when you commit to your life's purpose and vision for the long haul. Okay, legacy is what can happen when you commit to your life's purpose and vision for the long haul. It is not pick and drop. That twisting that they used to do, let's say in 1980, pick and drop. You pick it, you drop it. No, when you commit to your life's purpose, I say that legacy is the fruit that outlives you. Legacy is the fruit that outlives you. Legacy is the result of changing lives through your work with eyes set on the future. Remember that I said assignment is your own distribution of the work. There are various or specific assignments given to you. Do you understand? To fix humanity challenges and create impact in the world. Now, the results from those work is what we call legacy. The fruit from those work is what we call legacy. Legacy is what you will be remembered for if you live as a co-creator with God. So you can live for long and not have legacy. Legacy is what we'll remember, right? What you will be remembered for rather if you live as a co-creator with God. Where you are co-creating with God. Everything that you're doing it in partnership with Him, because you know that you're not here for yourself, you are here for your master. So those things that you're doing in partnership with Him. So if He says that you are going to prosper in Him, then there will be fruit from that thing that you're doing. Do you see that? So legacy is the fruit that outlives you. It is the long-term results of living out purpose, vision, assignment, and calling with your gift. It is the long-term result of living out purpose, vision, assignment, and calling with your gift. The first key word that I used was commit. The second one now is long-term results. So it is not something that you pick and drop. It's not something that you start and you say, well, somebody else should finish it. No, it is your assignment, it is your work, what you will be remembered for. Okay, now what will be Beam's legacy? A legacy will be a generation that parented God's way, a generation of parents who break cycles, raise old children, and even when she is gone, her books, her teachings, the lives she impacted will keep producing fruits. Do you see that now? That is legacy. That is legacy. Now let me summarize everything from the beginning. Purpose is the why of your existence, and you do this, you fulfill this by worshiping, that is pleasing your master, right? The second one is vision. Vision is the picture you see in your heart. The third one is assignment. Assignment is the project that flows from the vision. Calling is the lifestyle demand over you. I like to call it my must do and my abominations, what I cannot afford to do, even by mistake. Do you see? Sacrifices, my choices. So because of my vision, I would think before I say yes to things. I have to see the end of things before I accept them. Do you see that now? So the next one is gifts. Gifts are the tools to get your job done. Gifts are the tools to get your job done, and legacy is the fruit that outlives you. Legacy is the fruit that outlives you. So whenever you check your life and you see that you're worshiping him, that's God, you are working with him, and you are prospering in him, then you can boldly say you are working in purpose. So lastly, should I tell the whole story of Bim Bim, connecting everything for better understanding? I want to connect purpose, vision, legacy. Okay, let me tell the story. Okay. Now, Bim Bim says that she knows her purpose. Okay, Bim Bim says she knows her purpose. God created her to please him, to partner with him, and to prosper in him. That's why everything she does must bring him glory. Now, from that purpose comes a vision, a picture in her heart. She sees a generation of young people and future parents who will not repeat the mistakes of their own parents. Okay. Then she asked herself, if God was here on earth parenting children, would he do it the same way we are doing it? Our vision is to review how parenting is done in heaven and help replicate it here on earth. That's for purpose and for vision. That vision now bettered her assignments. She did not just sit with the picture in her heart, she acted on it. She wrote books, she hosted webinars and other collaborations where young people can reflect and prepare. So each project is an assignment. They may change with time, but they all serve the vision. Now, all of this is tied to her calling. Her calling is the weight and lifestyle demand over her life. Because of this call, she must discipline herself and live in a way that aligns with what she's teaching. To work in this, God gave her gifts. She can teach with clarity, connect deeply, write in a way that stirs reflection, and sees patterns others overlook. They are not random skills, but divine toolkits for fulfilling assignments. And if she stays faithful to this journey, the result will be legacy, cycle of wholeness, proof that God can raise a people who parent his way and make the world better. Do you see that? Do you understand? So this is what I want you to do for me and for yourself and for generations to come. I want you to write out each word and feel it the same way I did my own. Go back and listen to what, why, and how of life. Relate everything and get to work. Okay? Shout, hey, money, shout, shout. Sorry. A big thanks to Pastor Debola Deji Kurumi for teaching me this well enough to understand and to teach you. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Cut your call because I'm gonna say more, my guy.